Hello friends, welcome to Jasomania Vlogs. Today I will explain the hazard perception part of the UK driving theory test. So please watch the video till the end and also share it with your friends and family. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon also. The hazard perception test is part of the United Kingdom driving test. The test is intended to check a candidate's ability to detect developing situations that require a motorist to take some action such as changing speed or direction. The test was introduced in 2002 and updated in 2015 with computer generated clips replacing the live action videos. Now about the hazard perception test. This part of the theory test requires you to view 14 hazard video clips on the computer screen of approximately 1 minute each. You are required to watch these clips as if you were the driver. There will be 15 hazards to find, at least one on each clip. However, one clip will have two hazards. The hazard clips will not contain any sound, just like the old silent movies. You click either the left or right mouse button whenever you think you can see a hazard developing. The speed at which you click the mouse button as a hazard develops will determine your score for that particular hazard clip. You can score between 0 and 5 on each hazard. Therefore, the maximum you can score is 75, that is 15 hazards multiplied by 5. To pass, you need a score of 44. So now about the examination process. The hazard perception part of the theory test will start with a short video tutorial played on the computer screen that will explain how the hazard perception test works and what you are required to do. At the end of this clip, you have the option to go on to the test or play the tutorial again. Each hazard clip will start with a freeze frame of the start of the video sequence and a countdown from 10 will commence. At the end of the countdown, the clip will start to play and you will be required to click the mouse button each time you see a developing hazard. To let you know that the program has registered your click, a red flag will appear on a grey band across the bottom of the screen. One flag for each click you make in any particular clip. At the end of the clip, all the flags will be removed before you start the next clip. Although each clip contains several potential hazards, only the one that materializes into a real hazard and involves other road users is marked. This is known as developing hazard. Therefore, you will only receive a score if you spot a hazard before it fully materializes and is brought about by the action of another road user. You will know if the hazard materializes because the driver will have to take evasive action. Example, slow down, stop, or swerve out of the way. Now I will tell you how to score. The score you obtain will be dependent upon how quickly you spot the developing hazard. The time from when the developing hazard could be potentially seen on the screen to when the vehicle arrives at the hazard is the time frame or window used to determine your score. This window of time is divided into 5 equal segments. If you click the mouse while in the first segment, that is, just as the developing hazard appears, you will obtain the maximum score of 5 points. If you click in the second segment of this window of time, you will score 4 points, then 3, then 2, and then in the last segment just 1. This is accurate to 1/25th of a second. If you click several times during this window of time, the computer will always take your highest score and record that for the particular clip. If you don't click the mouse button in this window of time, you will score nothing in respect to that hazard. If you try to cheat the system by clicking the button repeatedly throughout the video clip, the computer program will pick this up. It does this by analyzing the number of clicks over the clip as a whole and the pattern of clicks. Within the scoring window, no such checks are made, and if you click several times in the window, only the first click will be used to determine your score. As stated earlier, that is the highest scoring click. There is a certain maximum number of permitted clicks for any clip. However, this is far higher than the potential hazards anybody could reasonably perceive. If the computer program determines that you may be cheating, a message window will appear at the end of the clip letting you know that an irregular clicking activity was detected and that as a result, the score for that clip will be 0. When the clip ends, the screen will turn black for a few seconds before the freeze frame for the next video clip appears and the countdown commences again, warning you to get ready. This pattern is repeated until all 14 video clips have been shown. At the end of the hazard perception part of the theory test, you will be given the option to complete a customer care survey if you wish. You will then be directed to leave the room and collect your score for the 2 parts of the exam. The maximum score that can be obtained for the hazard perception part of the theory test is 75, that is 15 multiplied by 5. To pass the hazard perception part of the car, moped and motorcycle theory test, you must obtain a score of 44. To pass the theory test, you must pass both parts. If you fail either part, you are required to take both parts of the test again. Now, some hints and tips. When watching the video clips, do not be frightened to click the mouse button whenever you see a potential hazard involving another road user. That is, anything that you think may cause the driver to change speed, position, or direction. Watch the hazard, and if it continues to materialize, continue to click the mouse button. This will ensure that you click within the scoring window. Some of these potential hazards will not materialize and therefore you will not receive a score for spotting them. For example, a car is parked at the side of the road and it's not doing anything. It would not cause you to take action, so it's not a developing hazard. But when you get closer, the car's right hand indicator starts to flash and it starts to move away. You would need to slow down, so it's now a developing hazard. So in a few instances, it is difficult to determine when a potential hazard becomes a developing hazard and therefore when the scoring window should start. This is why it is safer to click a few times as you see a hazard develop to make sure you don't click too early and miss the opening of this window. Now, I will tell you about the types of hazards you need to look for. First, pedestrians or cyclists crossing the road. Second, vehicles emerging from side roads, parking places or driveways. Third, large vehicles moving over to your side of the road. Fourth, meeting oncoming vehicles on narrow roads or where other obstructions or slow moving vehicles make the road narrow. And fifth, where animals may wander onto the road. So friends, now I hope all of you have an idea about the hazard perception and how to clear this part of the theory test. If you liked the video, please do like, share it with your friends and family, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed it yet, and also press the bell icon. That's all for now. Stay connected with Jesomania Vlogs. Thank you.